Today's Sunday, so in my house that means it's roast dinner day, and today we're going to cook some dog tucker. Not tucker for the dogs, but dog tucker as a roast dinner for me to eat. This is the lamb shank. These used to be sold for 50 cents each as dog food 10-15 years ago. Now they're about $5 each in the supermarket, and you pay a fortune for them roasted with couscous or something similarly fluffy in one of those cafes where the latte suckers hang out. This is beautiful meat. It's the foreleg of a lamb, a sheep, a lamb probably. It's dark meat. It's a bit stronger than the rest of the body meat. It's delicious. We're going to cook it for about 2 hours on slow in the fry pan. Bit of oil. That goes in there. We'll also roast some garlic in there. Put the lid on there, close the vent, and it'll steam for a while. Then we'll open it up and very slowly roast it. This thing can look like it's almost overcooked. The meat's coming away from the bone, but if it's not going nice and chewy and dark looking, almost burnt, then it's going to be very, very tasty. So in that pan we'll get some juices going to get a little bit of caramelized peak in the bottom, and then we'll make a bit of a sauce with it, and we'll have some couscous. Now couscous is really easy to cook. It's wheat that's been processed somehow or other. It comes in a little portion like that. That's probably enough for 2 people. You just basically open the pack, put it in a saucepan and pour some boiling water on it and leave it to absorb the water. But we'll add a few things to the water to make it a bit tastier. We're going to also have with the lamb some tree tomato or tamarillo chutney with seaweed. It's made by a local company here on the shore called Pacific Harvest. This is really nice. This will complement the meat beautifully and will also hang out with the couscous very well. We'll also have some good old Kiwi sweet corn. It's nearly corn season, so I'm getting a bit of a hunger for corn, so we'll make do with some canned processed stuff for today. And we'll also do some frozen peas, good old frozen peas. It'll take about 2 hours to cook. While we're doing that and having a beer, why don't we have some beer snacks? Beer mate. Sounds pretty cool. It's seaweed. Enjoy beer mate anytime, anywhere. Oh, okay. These come in these little packets. They're over packaged. Anyway, you tear them open. This is a bit high. Yeah, and go down to about 5. Tear these open and oh, look what's in here. It's nori. Crunchy. Got a bit of wasabi on there. Sesame. Tasty. Okay, that's that one. Here's another one I bought at the Asian shop. Teo Kei Noi. Wasabi flavour. Japanese crispy seaweed. Cool. So in here, got these little strips. A bit harder this time, a bit thicker. And they've got wasabi on. And even I can taste the heat. Now they're nice. I went to the market today in Browns Bay and I bought some other snacks. These are actually dog snacks to go with our dog tucker. But I figured they're probably edible for human consumption and I'm going to try it. So this one is dried veal. Now if it's dried veal, what can be wrong with it? It isn't something that's gone rotten. It's just simply veal that they made into jerky. Oh boy, it's crunchy. Let's tear a bit off there. As you eat this, the saliva moistens the meat. Now, there's no salt on this. Very meaty taste. It's turning into mush in my mouth. I've got some sheep's ears. Now, I knew sheep had ears, but I didn't know you could eat them. That's nice beer. I make my own, by the way. It cost me about $1 to make 2 litres. They're not really brittle. You can't bite a bit off. Anyway, there we are. A sheep's ear. The lady said that they export a lot of these to Russia and Central Europe, and they put them in casseroles. So I'll Google how to cook a sheep's ear, and we'll try that. We'll try those. Now, the other thing we bought today at the market from Cobb, the pork pie maker, is a pork pie. Surprise, surprise. So, these are nice. So we're going to have this with a bit of our dip. Put a bit of that on there. Have a bigger bit this time. Okay. Thanks, Colin. Welcome back. It's about half an hour later. The lamb is cooking. It's starting to get brown up really nicely. If you're watching these shows, you will remember that I said that anything cooked in water tastes like water. So the couscous isn't going to be cooked in water, it's going to be cooked in stock. In this can here is some stock I made last week from bones. I should have thought it out before, but I forgot about it. I was doing other things. So this Maltexo is stuff I add to the beer. So they come in these little cans that have a pop-on lid, so they're very handy. Now, I can hear you asking, well, what's in there? What's in there is smoked salmon, which I have just finished smoking. Now this salmon you can buy from the fish shops for about $4 a kilo. It's the bellies. There we are. There's a piece of salmon. Nice bit of fatty omega-3s here. It's delicious. Stuck the meat off it. Very tasty. While we're on the subject of tasty, I was very pleased to see today in the Sunday Star Times, to which I subscribe, and hey, I get a good deal. It's $1.50 delivered. Today's Sunday Star Times, in here, surprise, surprise, is an article about eating roadkill. Dead tasty. Catherine Wolfe on why one man's carrion is another man's duck à l'orange. And the guy who cooked duck à l'orange was Bob Harvey. Yes, the mayor or the ex-mayor of Waitakere. So this is a great article. Roadkill's a particular favourite of mine. We don't get a lot of it here in the city, but there are occasionally things that turn up, so this is something that we'll be looking at on the blog and on the YouTube channel as well. So keep tuned for some roadkill recipes. Now, here's a philosophical question. Is that glass half full or is it half empty? Well, it's more than half empty now, so I'm going to fill it up with some home brew. Here we go. Six o'clock. It's been on for 40 minutes now, so a little while to go. I'll have some more smoked salmon and a couple more beers, and I'll see you back here in half an hour or so. See you soon. Here we are. The meat's been on for an hour and a half, a bit more. It's nicely crisping up. The garlic and the mushrooms have been done, been put aside. The stock's on the stove there, heating up. So we're going to cook some tomatoes, fry them in there to make a bit of a nice caramelised addition for the couscous. Now, that's a knife someone gave me. It's a skinning knife. Now that's a knife. What a ripper. Look at that. Found this in the rubbish. Actually, might be a bit big for cutting the tomatoes up. We'll try the small guy. So, these are local tomatoes. Bought them at the Browns Bay Market. It's a Chinese guy out at Albany who specialises in growing tomatoes. One day soon we'll go and see him. They'll caramelise up. Oops. We're at the pointy end of the stick now. We have a plate here which I got out of the trash. Been warming up to plate it up on. Look at that, caramelised. Beautifully done. There's the stock for the couscous. In here we have the corn. In with the corn we'll put some peas. We'll now put couscous. A pair of scissors, a very invaluable piece of kitchen equipment. I can't imagine a kitchen without a decent pair of scissors. It's in. It's just a matter of getting the timing right so that everything comes together at the same time. So, the plate's warm, the meat's on there, it's done, it'll stay warm. The couscous is cooking in here, the corn's in there. So now we're ready to plate up, as they say. There we go. Put some mint sauce and some tamarillo and seaweed sauce on it, and I'm going to enjoy it. So, people ask me, what's a sexy bachelor? A sexy bachelor is a guy or a gal who can take care of themselves so that they're not looking for a mother substitute. What I'm trying to do with this show is show you how to be independent, how to be able to take care of yourself, and if someone else comes into your life, then that's fantastic, and that person will appreciate the fact that you can do things for them and with them rather than them having to take care of you. That's, to me, what a sexy bachelor is.